Okay.
Floppy hair.
Yep, floppy hair.
Alright.
Been busy all day. I'm all ramped up. Let's drink some wine. Okay. Hey Internet, I'm Chaz.
I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine is Serious Business, episode 146. We're staying on the Oregon wine train this
Which
week.
is a good train to be on.
Yeah, that's
As long as it's an Oregon Pinot. I love Oregon Pinot.
That's what we like to do. Yeah, we got 2 more Oregon Pinots. Kind of checking some new stuff out. I'm vaguely familiar with both of these, but don't have a real established opinion in my mind of what their current stuff tastes like. So let's start out with the Lemelson. So this is the Thea selection from 2010. I've enjoyed this wine in the past, but I've for no really good reason I've kind of lost familiarity with it. I off the cuff I still kind of consider this one of the like kind of reliable bottles. I know they get kind of pretty good distribution. Oh, all right. And in the just sub $30 price point, this is like upper 20s. I think this historically has been a pretty reliable bottle, so I'm curious to see how this one comes out.
I could have swore that I thought this was a cheaper bottling than that, but yeah, Lemelson's like, or you're right, it's like the 5 Vineyard or something.
Yeah, something like that. 6 Vineyard.
6 Vineyard. Yeah, okay. So that's a pretty reliable bottle of wine, like $18 to $20 a bottle, right?
Yeah.
So haven't had a lot of the wines above that. So we'll still check it out. Yeah.
Intriguing fruit. They're kind of more like dried cherries, like kind of concentrated. A little bit of smoke.
Getting that, but like there's some really nice like soft strawberry fruit in there too, and a good amount of oak too. I'm getting like the warmth and the vanilla sort of background from the oak.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. A little bit earthy funk, but it's mainly just like the cherries that Dan was talking about, some strawberry fruit, and the oak. And it's got definitely like a warmth to it, like very inviting nose.
A little tart right when it hits on the palate. The acidity shows up right away. And some of those strawberry flavors show a little bit later. Actually, the strawberries get kind of nice on the finish, I think.
Mm-hmm. Really gentle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of wood showing on the sides of the tongue for me. I mean, like, it's a little more woody than I would want. But the fruit here is really nice. Very gentle and like sort of has an elegant feel to it.
Good tannic structure. Yeah. Some real citrus notes coming through here too. I think like I'm gonna go straight lemons, like even with a little bit of the peel, kind of contrasting.
Sort of in the finish.
Kind of contrasting with the strawberries.
Interesting.
Which you know, I like the full acidity, but I think I think this is something I'd like to give a little more time to let it integrate more. Right now, the strawberries and the lemons kind of seem like separate contributors on the palate, and it'd be more enjoyable to me, I think, if they melted a little bit.
I agree, and the tannins are a little on the firmer side for me now as well. Like I would like things to be a little softer and a little rounder, and
yeah.
So I agree. I would say if you had some of these, give it another year in bottle.
Sure, and I'd say 6 months at least. You know, but nor is it a problem to drink now. Like it's still enjoyable, and we're definitely not dumping this down the drain.
No, it's delicious.
Nice. Yeah. So solid stuff. It's gonna go 86 plus for me right now. It's almost certainly gonna improve.
Totally.
And I like it enough, but like I said, the separate flavors are kind of distracting for me, and I prefer to drink it later.
I'd go 86 plus on it. I think that with time it will integrate and become get better integration. But for now, good.
Yeah.
Right above good. But you can see that there's promise. So.
Wine number 2, the Division Winemaking Company. These are some folks making wine in the city of Portland. They were participating in the Wine Buyers Conference, so I got to chat with them just a little bit there. Not as much as I would have liked to, but thanks. This is the Pinot Noir Un. And
it's got a whole bunch of great set of notes on the back of it for people that are interested. I mean, but it's just all the technical data.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So a little higher tier. They had a cheaper Pinot Noir than this, and I've had their rosé and really liked that before. So I'm excited to give this a try.
Totally my first experience with these guys. So.
Rinse here.
And then we're gonna shift gears on this one because the Lemelson's coming in at 13.5. This is coming in at 12.1.
Okay, wow,
So
that's
definitely
definitely
low
different.
alcohol.
And it's also a little bit cheaper. I want to say, this is in the lower 20s, so maybe like a $5 difference between the two bottles. There's so much variability in buying stuff in the retail market, at least in Portland. I think some states it's like dominated by a couple big retailers, and then it's a little more consistent. But I'd say there could easily be a $10 swing from shop to shop. In even around the $30 price point here, right? 25
Yes.
at one place, at the cheapest place, and 35 at the most expensive. Like,
Absolutely.
you can totally see it. So,
And where you got it is typically one of the more expensive places, right? We live above a New Seasons, and we got it there, and typically the wine prices are a little elevated.
I believe that. Yeah. That's I got this there. I got this at Renaissance, and that's good. Yeah, good solid price there. I'm a member of like their club, and so that puts it in one of the best price categories in town for me.
Absolutely. Interesting nose on this. It's got like the red sweet tart candy thing going on in the nose, along with the cherry fruit. But it's not bad. It's
It's like some black earth too. Like you're totally digging a hole in the ground. It's not like it's not
clay or something.
Yeah, it's not like the like forest floor earth. It's just like black dirt.
Really interesting aromas.
Not a whole lot of fruit. It's there, but it's light. Like
Do you get the candy thing I was talking about? You get like red sweet tarts, like think about like crushed sweet tarts? No? Might not be
I'm
good
not
for
getting
you.
it. No,
Okay.
I have more of the dirt for me. I go, wow. So that's like two completely disagreeing opinions on the same glass of wine. But
How often does that happen?
yeah. Come on. Nice feel on the palate. Also, plenty of acidity in this wine. It's acidic Pinot Noir night. That's all right with me.
Huh.
It's more in the direction of limes, I think.
This tastes really interesting. In a good way. Not typical.
Just a touch of tannins. If I had to guess, I'd say there'd be a little bit of full stem, or whole cluster going on in this wine, but I'm not really good at picking that out. Just a little bit of stem flavor, giving it some structure. The fruit stays light all the way across the palate, both in intensity and in structure. Like it's not this big, rich fruit. It's like got a delicate feel to it.
I mean, it starts off like really, the fruit flavors here are very, very mellow. And I think that the weird, like interesting note I'm getting is maybe from the use of some oak. But it doesn't come off as oaky or vanilla.
Sure.
Like
Maybe neutral?
well, it says there's a small amount of new. It's like 23% new.
Oh, yeah.
13% 1 year old, and the rest neutral. But that being said, like the fruit flavors here are very gentle. Like
Yeah.
It's like some starting out with like the raspberry thing, and then going into like really like cranberries, like tart fruits.
Nice. I was struggling for what fruits, and I totally agree.
But the way that the oak usage is here is cool. Like it adds like almost like popcorn flavor or something to me. Like no butter, like completely natural popcorn. It's
Interesting.
I don't know.
I can totally see that now
the
that you say it.
sense of flavors that I'm getting out of this is really, really good and not typical of Pinot Noir that I'm used to, the typical that I drink. So, and I like it. Very well done.
Yeah,
Cool
stuff.
wine. Cool. Yeah, delicious.
I don't have any opinions with ageability on this because I
No,
there's some interesting things going on, and it's kind of a new experience to me too.
I'm pretty balanced, right?
Yeah.
What it is. I mean, everything's sort of low here. The acidity, I would say, is a little more on the fuller side of balance, but the tannins are just nice and gentle.
Yeah.
The fruit flavors, like I said, very, very mellow across the board. I think that's why I was getting confused with the oaks, because like oak is really barely used here. Because everything's so low, you get that like, little just picks up just a little bit in the mid palate. I don't know.
And definitely, if you love your big California Pinot Noirs,
This
this is not going to work for you. Yeah, like everything's on the lighter side, right out of the gate. But the balance is there, I think, and I think I think the components work together. Yeah.
And more, maybe it's the low alcohol too thing. It's it's a little bit lighter. It's a little more elegant. It's a little more juicy. Like some people attribute juiciness to like big ripeness, whatever. Like I like it when it's juicy on the end, but like it doesn't even feel like it has alcohol, right? It's juicy like that. and this is sort of bordering that. Like what is it? The tonic wines.
Sure. Yeah.
Where it's so low alcohol that it's just like fruit and herb and mineral. So this is sort of bordering that territory. But very cool wine. 89 points for me. I like it quite a bit. I think it's very well done in the category that it's done in. Cool.
88 for me. Not quite as much excitement, but I still like it. It's good easy drinking, and like I said, the balance is there right now. And and if I had my choice, I'd go back in time and like drink this one right away, sit on that for 6 months,
right,
and
totally.
and probably enjoy them both at where they're showing well. So
I wouldn't be afraid to drink this at all right now.
No,
but
I agree.
Part of me wonders how it'll age because of how light the fruit is and how light everything sort of is. Is it going to fall apart? Because it's pretty well integrated now for what it is. I don't know.
I think it's ready to rock. I don't see any reason to sit on it. So
right.
So yeah, it's delicious stuff.
That's the show.
That's the show. Question of the day. It's been a while. So when I was out in college, that's started to be a long time ago. I love playing video games, and even through my later 20s, it's been a while. I've been out of it for a long time. But Planetside 2 is in beta right now. That was something I used to play back in college. It's just right after I moved to Oregon. It's that long ago. I think 2003 was when it came out. The second version of it is in beta right now. I got into it. I'm having a blast. It's the first time in over 5 years, I think, like when I don't have stuff planned, I'm excited about driving home to play video games. Yeah, and Chaz has known me through that entire period of time. Yeah, so I've been having a really good time with it.
I had that feeling a long time.
So question of the day, like A, are any of you playing Planetside 2? That'd be awesome to hear that. And B, if not, any video games you've been excited about lately? Love to hear it.
I'm still working through Skyrim, so that's going to take me forever.
Having a good time with it though?
Oh yeah, it's a great game.
Sweet.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.